Hello, welcome to the Stadium of Light. Phil and James here. Sunderland have just lost 1-0 to Swansea City. What to say, Phil, really? It was a pretty poor game, wasn't it?
I think we can just end it there. Yeah, I think Swansea probably just about deserved it, would be my overriding feeling, certainly in the sense that in the first 20 minutes they were not like the Swansea of old, really. They were quite direct, but I mean that in a purposeful way. They created quite a lot of chances. They pressed Sunderland really well. Sunderland were dead sloppy. Thought they were really lucky not to go behind in the first 20 minutes, Sunderland. After that, there wasn't a lot in the game and Swansea didn't create much, but I mean, Sunderland, I can barely think of a clear-cut chance, really. It was, Swansea defended well, they made good blocks, they defended their box really well, but it's a bit of a concern now, really, that Sunderland are just struggling to carve out chances, and we've rightly praised the fact that since the Coventry game, the international break, defensively, they've been fairly solid, and that was the case by and large today.
Yeah.
But they're not really creating much. There was a real lack of attack spark. The build-up play is not convincing, and there's time to fix it, but it has to be a little bit of a worry at this point, doesn't it?
No, I think you're right, and I think that Sunderland feel like a team that are going through the motions. Obviously, the playoff place is guaranteed, but you want to come into those playoffs on some momentum, don't you? You can't really be having too many more performances like this, I would suggest. I think we understand that Brees has maybe tried to rotate his squad, try to get a few more players up to speed, but it's really not clicking at the moment. I think, as you say, particularly going forward, that is a fair few games now where it hasn't really stuck, and it is a general concern of mine coming into the playoffs that even when Sunderland have been pretty good going forward, they haven't tended to put teams to the sword that often, and that does concern me, actually.
But I think we're creating fewer chances than we were even sort of before the year, and that is a worry when you say that we haven't been massively clinical all season. So when you're then not actually creating that many chances, you start worrying a little bit where the goals are going to come from. I thought that there was a huge difference when Lefebvre and Leander came on the pitch. I think right now, obviously, Lefebvre we have to be super careful with, and you can understand that. You can't just play 90 minutes every week and risk another hamstring injury. But if we're picking a team for the playoffs right now, I don't think there's any doubt that Lefebvre and Leander are in it. I think Leander looks, in my opinion, right now like Sunderland's best option up front. I thought, although there weren't loads and loads of chances and neither of them sort of scored or got an assist or anything like that, I thought that we looked far much more convincing, and the tempo came up when they came on the pitch, and that is a worry for me. Not that they're playing well, but it's a worry that we need them on the pitch.
Is it 9 games without a goal for Isidore now?
I think it might be 8, but it's 8 or 9 for sure.
It just looks to me like it's Lebris's favourite word, isn't it? That sort of connectivity with the team, and for me, doesn't look that in tune with what's going on around him at the moment, which is unfortunate because I think when he's on, he's absolutely brilliant. And there was a moment actually just in the corner where he won the ball back and really looked to attack Swansea, and he got pulled back for a foul. But for me, he's just not offering enough at the moment.
No. Is he tired? Is it a dip in confidence? Is it both? Is he frustrated? I don't know what it is, but it doesn't look like the same player when he first came to the team. At the moment, I think Leander's got a bit more of a spark about him, and he tends to make things happen, as we've said all season, really. And he tends to make things happen, so I think that's a big thing going forward. Job's a miss, obviously. I'm not putting it all down to that.
We still haven't won this season without him.
But I think his energy and his sort of his athleticism in field and his quality sort of driving with the ball is definitely absent. Dan Neil needs a rest. So I think there's some stuff that I think will naturally get better. I think when Neil's had a bit of a break, when Job's back, when Lefebvre's got more minutes. But definitely we have to be a little bit concerned about the lack of chances at the moment.
Could you argue that maybe we're being too analytical and too harsh, and this dip was probably always going to come with Sunderland not able to get the automatics yet, having secured the playoff promotion spot? Was this always sort of likely to happen? Is it human nature? Yes, we would like a little bit more, but they're sort of in a weird spot, and we should just accept that.
I think that was naturally always going to happen, but I think on home turf, I think it's a worry that you aren't creating many chances. I think that's fair. I think there always is going to be a little bit of a dip. We do have to put it into context the season Sunderland have had in a weird situation they're in at the moment, but I expect them to be creating an awful lot more in 9 games.
Yeah, shall we add that?
I think so.
Not really much more to say. Good luck recording on the whistle.
Yeah. Please give us some questions. Yeah, help me out here.
Thank you, Sunderland Echo website for all things Sunderland, and thanks for watching.